be together.
Hello everyone. We are back for game 3 between RIT and Wildcats. Map 3 on train. And this was so how CEVO works in the best of threes is that each team ban a map, each team pick a map, and then the last map is a randomizer between all three. And so this is what was randomized. RIT, from my understanding, picked Nuke. Just barely squeezed that one out. I believe it was 16-12. Wildcats took cash pretty handily. That was like 16-5. And now we are on train. My name is Cameron Davis, and I am joined by Osto yet again. Who is, I hope here, or wait, gotta unmute you first. Hello.
Hey, can you say random again, but spread it out across 7 seconds?
Random.
I had a request. Fans need me.
Oh, good.
People love me. Give them what they want.
While these players are still readying up, not all the games of the round of 32 have been completed yet, but we do have some that are completed in the bracket. Most of them go as expected. Not that many upsets. However, some big upsets that we've seen so far have been Fighting Texas Aggies the University of Toronto 2-1. So that's Toronto. That's the 20 seed beating the 13 seed. Then we saw there was another one that I noticed that was pretty big. Oh, West Virginia taking UCSD Triton, but the 31 seed beating the second seed. But that's because of a forfeit. So.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Why would you forfeit in the playoffs?
Yeah, I don't know. But most of the other teams kind of expected to come into this strong so far have either not played or have won. Like Ryerson and Waterwoo are both through. Fiven is through. Eleni's
Are you showing
through.
the knife round?
Knife round started. I'm not showing knife round.
Twitch chat wants that.
I'm gonna show knife round.
Well, you better hurry up.
I'm showing knife round. It's 1-on-2. Make that a 1-on-1.
Talon, as in the claw thing, falling to retro. I'm giving the people what they want. I'm the people person. I like Talon's bomb. It's named not a bomb. That's great. That's good.
Wait, you can name bombs?
Yeah, you can name bombs.
How do you name your bomb?
You'd use a name tag on your bomb.
But how do you use a name tag on the bomb? It's not in your inventory.
Yeah, it is. You have to click show stock weapons. Or like show stock items.
Oh, okay, so you can name stuff like your incendiary and your yada yada yada.
I don't think you can name nades, because nades are like different entities.
Okay.
But you can name, because I think like every nade is like a different nade, if that makes sense. So like the bomb is always the bomb.
Okay. Wait, so if an entire team names it, it's the name of whoever spawned with it?
Yes.
Okay.
It is. So like if I dropped it to you and you picked it up, it'd say like it's like Osto's not a bomb or whatever you named it.
Yeah. All right.
That's what it says. It's interesting. I like it.
Huh,
You name it colorful names too. Like we didn't start the fire.
I'm trying to think of some good ones, but I'm not a creative person.
I am, but I'm not going to share them with you.
Oh.
Yep.
Keeping your cards close.
Yeah, I'm keeping. Honestly, one day you're gonna have to pay me for those. Good at something, never do it for free, buddy. Now we're going into the pistol round, and that's why I don't get paid for this, because I'm not good at it. And now we're going in.
Don't
to the
lie.
pistol round.
Don't lie, Osto. You are paid for this.
You're a dick. Alright. We're going into the pistol round. We have 2 players with utility on the RIT side, and 4 players with armor and Corbin on the kit. He does have a nade to his name as well. So going straight off the bat, interesting to see where the terrorists take this. It looks like it's a bit of a split towards upper or probably towards Pop Dog and over towards Ivy. Retro currently set up to stop anybody that peeks down towards B, so they have that area covered for the counter-terrorists. Satellite positioned over near Ivy to shut down any pushes there with help from Fu, who I learned from chat, that's how you say his name, And
Foo?
it's going to be an A take. Hopefully. Probably. Otherwise, I'm wrong. Starch and Kyrie trying to fake out the counter terrace a little bit, pushing over towards B, which will keep Corbin located on this site with the kit. And in the meantime, the remaining terrace players are located over on a 5-on-5 with a minute left.
Yeah, they're hoping that that's going to be a pretty decent fake. We do see multiple players from the A side rotate over, and just now, though, a little delayed, RIT is going to be pushing in from Ivy with the bomb. They're actually pushing very aggressively, trying to take down Satellite, which they do, and they're actually going to be pushing on to, they're rotating around and going under the B? Oh, no, they're not. They're going in through the second hall.
I'm confused still.
I don't know what's going on, but Ingery runs out of ammo once again. After though he does take Starch down to 1 HP. 3-on-4 retake from the Wildcats. RIT did get the bomb plant down.
Starch and Retro with 1 bullet to kill him. Retro at 2 and Starch at Retro at 2 and Starch at 1. Vetreon from up in heaven gonna shut down 1. Could have got does get the second headshot onto Corbin. Thought the teammate stole that from him, and now gonna just be looking to get that final bullet onto Retro, but B-Folk steals that from him, and just a bunch of bandits over there on the RIT side. 0-1, RIT takes the pistol, and as the terrorist side, that is something you really want to get.
Yeah, so Train, like Nuke, is pretty heavily CT sided. But also not as, doesn't have any features that the terrorist can exploit like Nuke does. So yeah, definitely getting the pistol round on T side is a great start for RIT.
I like the 5 UMPs. I actually like just going with the 5 UMPs because they're very powerful weapons against armored opponents, which you expect to see on an eco pistol.
Yeah, like on the second round, yeah.
Yeah, so I really like that. I really like that decision from them to just get that really strong SMG out there. So it's going to be difficult for the counter-terrorists to shut down any pushes unless they get the close-range pistol. And I'm slurring, but close-range pistols like Fu is set up to do might be able to. Oh, I ran. Might be able to get a shot onto B-Folk here. B-Folk spots him out, falls back. And now the terrorists, they know at least one player. I don't know if they spotted Retro. He might have. But they know at least one player is on this A site. So they might just start to go up towards B, which is what it looks like they're going to start doing. And if they do go that way, it's only Corbin with the Deagle. And if he gets a lot of kills, RT will be sad.
Yeah, and I mean, this guy's done some good work with the Deagles, though, so we'll see. I'm actually a little curious if he can get a couple of them. He is going to fall back a little early, though. I wonder if that was a couple of nades. Oh, no, that was just Fu, sorry. Or no, Starch running into the A site, and now Corbin already back on the B, but he's not there in time to stop the bomb plant as they were already on the bomb train. Fu is going to be becoming a pop dog, though. Maybe running straight into Talon. There he does answer him back. Retro also with peek outs. That's 2 for Talon. Vetreon on the site. Gets another one. Now it's just Corbin left with the Deagle. Trying to find the shots. Does get one on Talon.
Shots.
But that nade.
That is such a great nade. I liked that. It bounced off the wall and hit him directly in front. I liked that. Oh, I was wrong. It's not Fu, it's Pho.
See, yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was thinking, but it doesn't have the accent.
How is that Pho?
Well, that's what the Vietnamese dish is called. But like the thing is, the Vietnamese dish has like the I believe it's the umlaut over the O.
I haven't been to Vietnam since the
You never had
war.
pho?
I don't remember what it was. The Tonkin Gulf Resolution. I learned that in history. And now they are learning in history class that the Wildcats have lost 3 players already, with a minute 33 left and the bomb down, and Talon finds another, and now it's just Corbin, and he had the only good pistol. And now he's going to be trying to get a few kills here. 3 players are very low, so 1 body shot from the D will be able to take him, but looks like he might just be falling back to try to maybe get an exit over towards Connector. But either way, RIT going to be on their 3rd round.
UMP's doing work. Get money. Yeah, actually pretty good money from the RIT. Because if you don't know, the UMP gives you 600 for a kill.
If you want, I can fill like the empty space with facts about the Tonkin Gulf resolution.
Please don't. No, Corbin here, able to save the Deagle, and also his flash. Very important coming to the next round, as that flash is going to be $2 extra $100. He doesn't have to rebuy on a second flash. And now Wildcats also have enough money to buy up. Not able to get an op on anyone, but they are able to get a pretty decent buy for themselves coming into this. Look to be, no, actually this time around, the lone inside player is going to be Retro. He has been on his game, like at least the second half of Cash, and so if there's any one player you want to leave alone, this is not a bad pick for it. But right now, RIT are kind of just spreading out on the terrorist side. Trying to find a pick. No one's running into them. Talon, surprisingly, deciding to stick with the UMP.
Yeah, I mean, he maybe expects that they don't have too good of guns because they didn't get a ton of kills in the previous rounds, but either way, you should expect full rifles on this round. I don't really... Maybe he just feels confident with it. Maybe he's like Flusha where he wants to use the UMP because it does have that armor penetration. But either way, a very heavy stack over here towards the A site like we usually see on train. Corbin is the player to... Oh, no, he's not. Sorry. It's Ingui the player to rotate, which I do think is a good plan because Ingui really showed up on the first map. Hasn't really shown himself here, but they haven't really had too many situations to do it just yet. So Retro going to be able to get the information off the push, which is almost certainly going to be now. And sooner or later, the counter-terrorist is going to have to start rotating. 40 seconds left on the clock. And Retro going to need to spot this as soon as possible as the players push in. Finds Talon immediately. Isn't able to find Starch, unfortunately, but that gives Ingui enough time to rotate in. There is one player up on scaffolding. Rotates back just into B halls and going to be trying to get any sort of headshot he can get. Finds Corbin and Ingui coming together to find Kyrie. It's a 4-on-3. Bfolk still hasn't been spotted out until Satellite starts to spray him down. Bfolk just barely getting that spray. Starch also finding Corbin. Ingui gets Starch. And now Vetreon coming in the end alongside Bfolk spraying down the diffusers, and both Pha and Satellite falling in the end.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like a good retake attempt by Wildcats there, but RIT, they just moved onto the site way too quick. Retro not able to trade out more than one person, and I don't know, I mean, it seemed a little strong, but ultimately RIT just had the better shots. Yeah, ooh.
An early push towards Ivy. Talon gonna spot it out. He has a Mac 10, so it could be a massive money farming situation. They do have P250s, and Retro's very close. Satellite. Oh, doesn't know Retro's there just yet. Ooh, and Retro just barely gets away in the end. That Mac 10 could have got a ton of money off that play, but unfortunately the counter-terrorist running away just at the right time to avoid having their backs shown to Talon. Retro currently set up to try to shut down any pushers, and Talon gonna be the one to engage again with the Mac 10, holding it one-handed like a boss, and he's gonna get a kill like a boss. And then gonna go for the spray against Pha. Not able to find it just yet. Ingui finds two, actually equalizing the scoreline a little bit until Starch trades him. So a 2-on-3, definitely more doable, and these pistols are nothing to laugh at. So Pha could find Talon here, rotates back out of the range of Pha. And now Corbin currently trying to get into a flank position. Nobody's watching. Oh no, we do have Talon watching it, but 17 HP should be an easy target for the CZ, and Corbin gets a wallbang headshot just to prove he can. So falling back, gonna be moving himself over towards Connector. Might be able to push in here and try to win it. No kit though. If he can find Vetreon, very good chance. Looks like in the end, Corbin might just be looking to save this. Gonna run around, look for exits. Definitely could find Starch here if he comes out of heaven, but in the end, gonna run back. Looks at Vetreon actually, and Vetreon gonna hit the headshot. So Vetreon's still sitting. He's up 10-1-0. So Vetreon really coming alive here in the early part of the game for RIT. Wildcats still on the goose egg. So 6th round going into this here, and Wildcats going to be buying back up. Ingui on the op, Corbin on the M4, Satellite 0-5, and now we are going, one of these things is not like the other. We're going into this round. 4 players towards A yet again, and it looks like immediately Starch and Kyrie going to be making their way over towards upper B, and Retro going to be there to try to stop them from getting any positioning.
Ingui does have the op, but no one is going to be there at A main. Satellite right now looks to be the first point of contact, at least onto the A site. Terrace right now, once again, just waiting for any sort of sneaky CT pushes. Actually, wants to climb up Pop Dog. He's getting a little antsy. Get a little impatient, but he's going to stay reserved, stay controlled.
Control, yes.
Some milestone on Ivy.
In the end, it's a good decision from him. Kyrie actually going to be pushing down. Oh, the flashbang, though, full whiting him, and going to fall to Kyrie's AK. So these three A players are not going to be rotating anytime soon. And actually, Retro pushing forward to get some map control. Going to be finding the shoulder of Kyrie. Gets him. Doesn't know Starch is there. No, in the end, and as he's throwing the flashbang, Starch is going to find him. 3 versus 4. This prompts a rotate from Ingwe. And the smoke coming through, the bomb going to start to rotate over. Actually, the bomb going to be pushing out through. Man, my bad. Corbin, the lone player on the site, aside from Satellite, who's smoked off over in CT. Corbin going to peek out, tries to find one, does massive damage, but not able to find a kill in the end. And now it's just Ingwe with the op, and it all to do hits the smoke through the, hits the shot through the smoke. It's the smoke through the shot. What am I thinking?
I followed.
So it's a 1 versus 3. And actually, the Wildcats are calling attack timeout after this round because 0 to 6, just an op for them. It's not going to be looking too good for them, and especially with RIT on the T side of Train.
Yeah, they're not looking too comfortable right now. Their CT side seems to have a lot of holes that RIT is kind of just running around them. RIT, they don't have any... We have yet to see any full-on, like, 4, 5-person executes onto a site. They're kind of just running around and causing chaos for Wildcats, and even if they are ended up trading 1-for-1, that spreads the CT so thin. Ooh, who was that? Talon that fell in the blast? Yeah, it was. So they lose 3 members instead of 2, but still they're up 6. The RIT's up 6-0. Their T side's looking very, very strong, as you said. Like, this is a CT sided map, and so already having 6 rounds is definitely a really good start. Then again, they kind of had this on Nuke as well, so.
I'm wondering if they're going to be buying into this round, because if they are, I like the timeout. If they're not, I don't like the timeout. And the reason because of that is I never like timeouts going into eco rounds. So if they're just planning to pistol up around this op, I don't think it's a very smart decision. But I do like the fact that they're taking a tactical timeout this early. They're not waiting for it to be super late in the first half. They want to try to get themselves back into this. I would like the decision to buy here, even though 2 players probably wouldn't be on M4s unless they shave the head armor, which is a real option. Going against mainly AKs, they probably don't know Vetreon has an M4. So you're going against AKs, you have maybe an op. If you have no head armor, what's it going to lose you? So they could go for M4s here. I think they should really buy into this. The op from Ingwe really needs to show up huge. If he's not feeling confident, I think he should pass it to Corbin, but going 5-5, he's top fragging for his team so far this half. So I think he's probably going to be feeling pretty confident. Ingwe absolutely needs to make this alt work this round. If he's not able to get at least 1 pick, but preferably 2 or 3 with it, it's going to be pretty difficult. They should probably position him somewhere like Ivy or somewhere that they know the terrorists have been pushing consistently. So hopefully Wildcats are going to be able to put up a bit of a fight here and be able to chain some rounds together and get themselves back into it.
Yeah, as you see, we have 3 from us. As I personally would kind of prefer a UNP on at least a couple of these players, just because.
That's interesting. Why do you think? Why was that?
Well, because on the CT side you can take close angles, especially because we've seen who has it been? I believe it's been Satellite hanging out at Ivy. Ivy is a perfect spot to have a UMP over a rifle. Same as Fut going in if he wants to take the popped up position again. Once again, it's a close angle. Sure, maybe if you're on the A side proper, whether you're on top of one of the trains or on top of the bomb train, then you'd want a rifle. But at least for definitely for the player at Ivy, I'm surprised that there's no UMP.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think maybe the reason is because they know that they might have to rotate onto B, and if you rotate onto B, you're not close range initially.
That's true.
So maybe they want the long range, but even so, I do think you're right. I think maybe UMPs over FAMAS's might have worked better, especially because you know, maybe then you get maybe you get some pistols, you get a few extra utility, and it's already a B take right off the bat, so it's gonna be a situation where they need to initially rotate. No one's rotating from the CT side just yet. Corbin should have heard those footsteps, and nobody rotating over to help him out just yet. Initially, no peeks over onto the B site, but here they come, and no additional counter terrorists here to help out initially. Corbin going to fall to Defog very early on, and RIT, already they're looking dominant on the site. They have 5 men, and already the counter terrorists have to rotate in a man down, make it 2 men down as Starch finds one. 3, Vetrion finds one for himself. Retro looking to fall to Starch here in a second. 3 HP left on him again as the lone man versus 5, and the nades raining in over him. He needs to find somewhere to go. Finds Vetrion, pushes through, but Starch, 1 bullet was needed. And alright, I don't know what happened there. He should have been able to hear those footsteps. And he at least should have known when the smoke comes through, you at least should have had like 1 player rotate over.
Yeah.
Because the 4 stack all the way back, they didn't even have anybody near Ivy. They just had 4 back near the bomb site.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just rotate someone over, but either way, Ingwe buys into this.
Okay.
I wonder if that must be a misbuy. He must have misbought the rifle and just was like, all right, I gotta buy armor. He must have. Either way, not looking good for the Wildcats. 0-7.
Yeah, especially since they already opened up the B bomb site, taking out Corbin. We do see Pho having rotated over onto the side, but again, it's just him with the dinky little CT pistol. Such a cute little thing. The bomb is being carried up into the halls on the backs of Talon. Looks like Starch is going to try and flash himself into Pop Dog. Kind of missed that flash. He's going to go for it a second time. Nope, never mind. Change his mind.
Yeah, I mean, Ingwe, he needs to at least save this round because he will not be able to buy into the next if he dies. So if the push starts coming towards them, I think honestly don't even try to get a pick. Just fall back because you just can't afford it. Your teammates do not have a high percentage chance of being able to follow up and get frags. So if you see the push coming through, right there, he gets a pick, just fall back.
Yeah, you gotta pick and go. Just go.
Yeah, Starch spawning him out. They know exactly where he is. Whoop. He's the only player with a gun, but maybe he's going to be able to make this work. Finds 2. He is the top fragger for his team, 7 and 6. He could make this work. 1 behind oil. 1 on the site. Beefcake Beef Oak spots him out. Sorry about that. And Beefcake 2 already. Beefcake. Now 1 on 3. So see, it's that exact situation. He gets 2 picks, and it's looking like an alright situation, but then you remember the rest of the team has literally nothing. They didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
So that's why you kind of need to just... I can understand what he wants. He wants to just fall back and try to... or he wants to try to push forward. He's feeling confident. He got 2 picks. Wants to try to get his team into it, but you just can't afford to be in that mindset. And now you see, he gets head armor, gets a kit, gets utility, but only a 5-7. And if RIT keeps playing the way that they have been so far, that 5-7 is probably not going to be enough.
It's a 3-man CT push all the way up into White Halls. Though Kyrie does take one of the Corbin does trade it out. Another trade happening on the A side as well. The bomb is actually on the A side. But they're trying to take out Talon. Only takes him down to 28 health. Bomb now sneaking around the back. Sarge takes out Pho with it. Now they have an open A site. Corbin right now kind of trapped behind smoke. And then Retro also, but he is being followed close. Nope, I lied. Vetrion's around the other corner. I got mixed up by the levels.
Yeah, those footsteps in upper. Oh,
good job.
Those footsteps in upper gave him away, but Retro, aware that someone could be in there, peeks the corner, able to get the kill. And now a 2-on-2. Corbin and Retro trying to retake here onto the site. They have no clue Talon is hiding in this corner. And Starch located up in heaven, so it's going to be hard for them to find these kills. Talon takes out Corbin, but Retro trades and Retro finds Starch as well. He's going to be able to get the defuse here. So Wildcats, by the smallest hair possible, get their first round on the board, 1-8.
Yeah, he picked up a kit off the body of Corbin, I believe, as well, climbing down that ladder. So I don't think he would have made it if he didn't have the kit, honestly. It would have been really close. But thankfully he had it, and yeah, Wildcats finally get their first round. RIT, just because of all the rounds they won, they did take a number of casualties leading up to it, but still have more than enough money to buy up yet again. They're not going to be... I think Wildcats have to win probably 2 more rounds if they want to force RIT into a save.
Admittedly, 2 players are under 3K. I do agree that at least they'd have to win this round, and then the next. So yeah, 2 rounds. 2 rounds would reset them. You're right. I was wrong. I did math wrong. Maybe actually, maybe 3, because they get the. I don't care.
Yeah,
anyway,
maybe 3. At least 2.
Everything you said. Wow, who knew? Yeah.
Don't contradict me on stream again. Also.
All right.
That was my hand
All
going
right.
through Discord.
Yeah, we have a very good Discord.
The connection's
Anyway,
great.
The push going to be coming through here onto the A site. Vetreon spawning out Satellite, not able to get any damage off early, though Talon going to be pushing through Ivy. He knows no one's near, pushes right by, gets 2 kills early on, and now a 2-on-5 retake as Default finds Retro. And already this is looking like Wildcat's going to be forced down onto a reset, and Corbin, he knows it. He swings his knife at God. Why must you forsake us? And RIT going to be here on their 9th round.
RIT are just looking really, really good on this map. They hit the sites, they hit them well, and they were just out shooting Wildcats. I don't know what it is that Wildcats had such a... Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know what it is that on Cash that had Wildcats performing so well, but they must just be super uncomfortable on Train if this is what it's looking like. They have admittedly not quite as many holes as we saw RIT have on Nuke, but still, like, their CT side needs a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, both of these teams won the matches that they played on Train. Like, Wildcats won it 16-5.
Yeah.
Admittedly, RIT beat Toronto on it.
No, okay, yeah.
But the only match that Toronto lost in that, by the way. But anyway,
Yeah.
So they should at least know what's going on in this map, and I think it is just coming down to aim. They're just not able to out-aim the other players. So Bfo gonna be here on the op, maybe a little bit overkill against just pistols and 2 rifles, or a rifle and an UMP, but Wildcats, this is not looking good for them.
Yeah, a little curious that Retro bought up, and actually I just noticed they've been moving around who's been playing on the inner site. Now it's gonna be Pho. I don't know how long it's been him. Yeah, they've had a rotation of Retro, Pho, and Corbin all playing on the inner site, and that already kind of spells trouble for Wildcats because you just don't want to do that. You want people to get comfortable in a single site that they're playing on, and then unless it's that big of a disaster, you don't want to move them around that much because then have to readjust to the new position that they're playing at. So already that alone I think shows a huge amount of not unfamiliarity but just uncomfort on this map.
Yeah, I mean, right now the counter-terrorists, they're just spread out. They don't know what to do. RIT's taking it slow. They don't want to take any chances, and immediately the rotation comes through onto A. They could have a shot here. Corbin's up on the site. Bfolk finds Ingui. Corbin trying to see if he can spot anybody. Nobody pushing out into him just yet. Bfolk gonna find his second onto Corbin. Talon finds Retro, and now a 2-on-5. Satellite, the lone player on the site. Pho gets 1 onto Starch. Now it's just Pho versus 4. Gonna be able to find his second against Bfolk. Recovers a rifle, so he could have a shot at this. Doesn't have a kit though, but Talon makes sure the kit doesn't matter. Finds Pho. That'll make it a 10-1 scoreline on the terrorist side of Train. I mean, it's gonna make you wonder if it's this dominant when you're on the CT side. Are you gonna be able to step up your aim when you're having to attack a defense? Because if they're not able to up their aim by these last few rounds, it's not looking likely when they get onto their terrorist side.
Yeah, no, not at all. Vetreon gets a nice damage on the Satellite. Corbin also taking it out. Ooh, a little bit of a push happening on the inner that I completely missed. And now push on the outer that I also completely missed. So actually some nice pickoffs with these pistols, taking out 2 players. Retro not able to recover a rifle. Oh, there we go. There he is able to pick up an AK. He should just be looking to save this though at this point.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna try to get himself into T-spawn. Just try to save. Oh, he's gonna save the bathrooms. All right. So not even looking for exits. Just wants to completely save this.
Yeah.
No chance of dying, or very extremely low chance because no one's anywhere near him. So RIT on their 11th. 3 rounds left in the half, or 2 rounds left in the half. No, 3 rounds left in the half. Yeah, that kind of night. And if RIT is able to make this 14-1, I think unless Wildcats plays it perfectly, you just kiss the game goodbye, especially with RIT on the CT side for the second half.
Yeah. Just thinking about it, it's really smart for Retro actually not even trying to get any exits though, just because even if we were to kill all 3 players, there's only 3 rounds left. They already have a lot of money. They're gonna be able to buy up, even if they lose all these next rounds, buy up fully. And so trying to save that AK, being 100% sure on that, definitely the smart move. Able to buy up around it. We even see an op on Corbin. They move it over from Ingui. They finally decided.
Corbin just wants to get his frag count up.
Yeah.
4 and 10.
Yeah, I guess.
And there he goes. 5 and 10.
I moved away right when the crosshair pulled over it. I'm that bad of a spectator. Or I just knew it was gonna happen. I'm like, oh, you see him. You see the crosshair over that player. But yeah, so the opening pick already for Wildcats is definitely a good start. On Vetron though, who's definitely like the top fragger of RIT as well. So that's, if there's any one player you want to pick off, definitely a good choice. The bomb is being moved up over onto the B side. It's just going to be Fudd left by himself. All he has is an HE and a flash though, and I don't think he's aware of all of the terrorists right above his head. Though he does have backup in the form of Ingui.
Yeah, Ingui watching up towards scaffold for him, so anybody trying to just come out and easily pick him off is going to have a bit of a time. Ooh,
good
the
Molly.
Incendiary going to come down right over stairs. B-Folk taking quite a bit. Fudd going to be able to find him. Finds a second, and Ingui finding Kyrie. That's going to make it very likely with 40 seconds left that Wildcats is going to get their second round on the board here. Talon does have the bomb, and I don't believe they know where he is. I don't think Satellite could hear that drop. Retro going to be pushing close terrain, not able to... Talon has no way of knowing this, though. So they're going to pass by each other. Talon sneaking his way here onto the site. 2 players in connector ready to stop this bomb plant. And Retro not going to be peeking out towards the site just yet, and it's not necessary. So Satellite finds his first for the round, and Wildcats gets their second round in the half.
That counter molly thrown out by Ingui at inner basically won them the round. Perfectly well timed, did just enough damage and enough chaos to have Fudd just pop out, spray down those last 2 members. Ingui with the cross, as you said, up on scaffolding as well. Very nice inner hold. And then only 1 point of damage taken by Wildcats. Everyone was, what, 100? Ingui was at 99.
Yeah, so, again, 11-2. Plenty of money on the RIT side to buy into this round in the last.
Yeah.
The op going to come out on Vetreon, so it's going to be an op battle between him and Corbin. It looks like it might be the exact same situation from the last round. The smoke going to come through, so we can't see the end, the epic conclusion to that duel. However... Ooh, a boost over towards Ivy. Gonna have Talon boosting his teammate, B-Folk, on his head. That was just paused to give me time to find the player. And right now, just very passive. No one from either side wanting to push out and give too much information away to the enemy team. B-Folk not willing to push forward just yet. He is boosted on top, so his teammate gonna be pushing forward a bit. Retro is watching it and actually gonna toss a molly down. Perfect timing from him. And 45 seconds left. RIT gonna have to decide where they want to go in the next few moments. And the B-Folk gonna trade the initial frag on the Talon, so a 4-on-4. And now it looks like everybody rotating off B to get over towards this A site. So now would be a prime time to push over towards B. But Stark's gonna come out, has the bomb, finds the kill on a Satellite. Corbin trading it initially, so a 3-on-3. And now B-Folk trying to find anybody he can over towards the site. Smoke over towards connector, gonna prevent anybody from taking any shots, but Corbin gets boosted over, misses the shot on the Vetreon, and B-Folk gonna be able to find the kill. Kyrie spraying towards his own teammate, and then towards an enemy and gets the kill, but gonna get the final kill of the round, puts Wildcats at 3, and they're gonna be looking to make this a 4-11 half.
Yeah, bit chaotic ending around. I'm also surprised that Fudge tried to take that fight at the end. There were only 3 seconds left. He just hid. They would have had the round, and he died. And well, we're just giving up the round. But he wins anyway, so it's all fine. It's all good in the hood. Or is it? Because Wildcats still only have 3 rounds. The most they can get now is 4. As this is the last round. We're bringing the fire just a little too early. Flash coming up through the smoke. Gets a kill onto Vetron. Pushes forward very aggressively. Gets a second kill. Pulls out the 5-7 and runs away. 2 kills already. He's going to be going up in heaven. Talon, though, pushes forward. Gets a nice kill onto Retro. Try and even it up just a little bit. But that's Kyrie also getting a second kill on the Ingery for his team. Corbin turns away just as a player was climbing on top of the green train. They suspected the player's up there. And he burns alive.
Got 2 into that.
Bomb plant does go down. You don't know me. Bomb plant does go down. 2-on-3 retake. Satellite trying to run forward. Gets the kill onto Starch, but then gives up the position away. Talon pushes out. Crossfire between him and Kyrie. Set up Satellite. They keep the site. RIT up 12-3.
Yeah. Wildcats declaring it is all good in the hood. However, it is not, because they know that there are deep socioeconomic problems within the hood. That's where you laugh.
Ha 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 ha
Whatever.
ha ha.
Anyway, Wildcats getting 3 rounds there in the end. RIT able to deny them their 4th, and here on the counter-terrorist side, if RIT is able to snag this first pistol, it's going to be pretty difficult for Wildcats to get their way back into this at all. But Wildcats, if they're able to get the pistol, they have a real shot. Pistol round on this map favors the terrorists heavily because of just the amount of time it takes the counter-terrorists to rotate between sites.
That is true.
It should be, if RIT keeps up the level of aim that they've had so far this game, it should be a fairly easy cleanup for them.
Come on, players. It's like, please, it's the last half. Are you guys... Who's not ready? You guys have... How many bathroom breaks? Okay, there we go. Everyone's readying up. Wildcats just have 2 players not ready. I'm sure they're trying to use this time to try and suss things out. Figure things out. Try and, Ooh, Retro. Nice knife kill onto Talon. Talon, no armor. Sorry, no honor. And that's what ends up losing him that battle in the end.
Alright. So 3
No,
on
that's
12.
what you say when you pull out your knife and the other person does, and you just flame them for having no honor, right?
You're right. Yep. You know the memes. You know the memes of the industry. Very little armor coming out from Wildcats here.
Yes, but
Ingui
a
is
lot
the
of
only
nades.
player. A lot of nades, so they're gonna have to hope that these nades are gonna be able to carry them into this round. And it doesn't look like they're going for a rush initially. They want to try to get their utility thrown and onto the site, but they're going to be walking into a 4-man stack, and 3 of these players have armor, and most of the players are pretty good at the game, except for Cameron Davis.
Except for me.
But Corbin finds Talon, Beefok trades it, and now 4 on 4.
Into the
All
site.
players over on the A side.
Yeah, this is exactly why I got all of these nades, because you get an easy bomb plant. Holding it, though, maybe not so easy. Vetron just barely able to get it. Well, there we go. Now he falls. Surprisingly able to live that long, though, all those pistols raining down on him. But Ingery and Retro left of them to try and keep this. There is a kit. Oop. Well, it doesn't matter, because they're dead. RIT with the retake. Bomb plant did go down, but RIT up. What is that? 13-3.
Yeah, so 13-3. I can see what they were thinking there with the utility over armor. They're like, let's try to just get the bomb down, use the utility to get kills. They have USPs and everything anyway, so they'll be going for headshots.
Yeah.
And 5 UMPs coming out again. I still like it. I still really like it.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely like it, particularly on the CT side.
Yeah, so it's a 3-2 split this time. They have 2 players over here on the B side, just maybe to try to stop the initial push, but not going to be any initial push onto the site yet in the round. Retro going to pick off Talon. That UMP is already done a good bit of damage from the nade of Vetron.
Yeah, I don't know what Talon
else.
was doing out there. That was weird. I was following him, and that was just a little weird. I guess like the timings got messed up with the pop flash, and I don't know. But this is gonna be Ingery actually pushing forward. Sees start just too late. That's gets taken down. This will be the rest of the players pushing it onto the outside site. Retro almost takes out B-Folk. Down to 7 health. But he's going to be here trying to cause low disruption while the rest of his teammates pushing onto the inner site. Satellite almost takes down Starch. There's one other player. This is some low health on RIT, but 2 on 4 trying to hold this off. No armor. They just have 2. Make that 1 P250, make that 0 P250s. RIT get the defuse. 14-3. They're in spitting distance of taking this whole series.
Alright, we've established the spitting distance is 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's official. Scientific.
It's in the books. I saw it online. It must be true.
Someone in Twitch said it.
A Twitch chat told me that. So 4 AKs and a Galil against 5 M4s. So it's going to be an all-out bloodbath here between the two teams. And I'm curious to see where Wildcats goes. It looks like they're aiming to take this towards A initially. Same setup from RIT. They had 2 players over towards Ivy. Now it is just Talon holding a little bit of an angle over towards where they would be pushing Pho, the only player there anymore. And now we wait. And actually, if the flash going to come through gets Vetrion across Ivy, nobody's spotting anybody yet.
Ingrid takes just a little bit of damage through that wall up in Brown Halls right above Puff Dog. The very uncommon spot to actually get any sort of wallbang kill through, but it's an attempt. You can get a little bit of damage. Maybe it would help. But B-Folk opens it up, gets a kill on Ingrid. Satellite tries to retrade, can't find anything just yet. And Pho pushes through the smoke at Ivy, but Veteron's there to spray him down. Starch gets 2 more kills, leaves it up to Corbin, 1 versus 4. Starch taken very, very low. Does end up dropping, but Corbin, too much to ask for. RIT 15-3.
Oh, Bert, time. Oh, Bert, time. Oh, Bert, time.
I mean, if Wildcats can do it, I would love to see if they can, but 2 Deagles, 2 UMPs, 3 UMPs.
It is not looking good for the Terra side here. They have 12 rounds to play perfectly, and they have 3 UMPs and 2 Deagles. And it looks like they're going to try to take it towards A again. And I don't know if that's a good plan, but that's what they're doing, I think. They have them up in bathrooms, so they could try to go over towards B. I think these 2 players towards Ivy are going to try to get the info and see if they want to go that way. Talon going to be holding it yet again. He has a UMP. It's like a UMP bat for their near Ivy. And it is going to be actually going towards B. So Kyrie and Starch going to be here to hold against the push. 3 players located up there. They have Retro rotating in from back near T-spawn. I think Corbin's going to try to be the lurk, try to throw a little bit of a fake for the RIT members. But it's all right, because Kyrie and Starch are going to do this, unless they don't. So let's see. That's why we're watching the game.
That's why we're watching, just because we don't know. Smoke coming out. Counter Molly comes out right on top of Fudd. He runs over just in time. Starch sprays him down. Kyrie gets a second before he gets... Talon actually is the one that gets traded out.
Yeah, Ingwe going on the ladder
with his knife out.
Not able to... I was talking and the game ends.
Oh my god.
RIT won. They won the game.
Won the game, won the series, and now they advance to the round of 16. What looked to be what could have been a very, very, very close series ends up a little disappointing, honestly, I feel. Not like, I'm not saying I'm disappointed with the teams, but, you know, it's not as climactic of a map 3 as you'd expect, especially looking at the games, at the map set heralded beforehand. Wildcats look very, very strong on Cash. They put up a really good fight on Nuke. And then kind of just to fall flat on Train is a little, I don't know, unfortunate, I guess is a word to use.
Yeah, I mean, RIT, you could see at the end of the day, they had the better aimers on that last map. They were just playing phenomenally well. They were hitting all their shots. I don't think anyone on that team didn't have a moment where they showed up. And at the end of the day, Wildcats, they put up a good fight on the first and second maps, but Train RIT was just better than the map.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to RIT. They go and they are going to be competing against Fiven. So that's going to be a hard match. Even for, I mean, Fiven are only the 14th seed, but again, that's going to be the hard match. Also, I don't know. The seeding can be a little misleading how far apart they are in terms of skill. Just because it's the different groups. We have, how many groups was it? Like 6 groups? 5 groups? 6 groups?
5. Wait.
5 groups? 6 groups.
Like in this or in a...
In CSL. How many groups have we had? Did we have?
I don't know.
How many groups? That's still like, you take all the first seeds who are all probably like 6-1, and then all the second seeds who are all like 5-2, or maybe even 6-1, and so Fiven, actually I'm gonna look into this. Fiven in their regular series, because I know RIT were 6-1. Fiven were also. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh my God! Please don't. Jesus, sorry. Sivo asked me a question. I don't like being asked questions. Fiven were scrolling. Oh my God, where are they? Oh God, wow, they were actually the 6th seed in their group, but they were 6-1. Oh no, because that wasn't listed as well. Yeah, they were 6-1, and so that's 2 6-1 teams. So even though it's the 3rd seed versus the 14th seed, that's not going to be as much of a expected skill gap right there. So that should be a close game for either team. And then whoever wins that is gonna win. Probably gonna play off more than likely Waterwoo, unless UT Dallas or Mean Green can upset them. But I'm gonna heavily favor Waterwoo and pretty much whoever they face off against. And that's gonna be a hard track to the best of 4. But in any case, congratulations RIT. They have a lot of work ahead of them to prepare for Fiven. And it's late. It's almost midnight over where I am. And so we are going to say a goodbye for tonight. But please don't forget to check us out. Follow Osto and I on Twitter. Follow CSL on Twitter. Or even just Collegiate CSGO.
I'll cry if they don't.
What?
I'll cry if they don't follow me.
You don't want to hear Osto cry. Austin, what does your cry sound like?
And then it stays at that note forever. It never slides. Even though it's a slide whistle, it never slides. Isn't that sad?
That actually sounded like the what's that one video of like the old grandpa crying?
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
That one. I know that meme.
Oh, it's late.
I've been in the meme industry.
Oh, a meme industry. Dude, honestly, if I wasn't a shoutcaster, I'd probably try my best to become
professional meme maker.
No, but like memeologist. That's the thing. Like there are people who study and are like historians of memes, and it sounds awesome. And I'm not even like joking about this. It actually does sound very interesting. Be like part of an institution. Like, oh, you work at Yale? What do you do? Oh, I track memes.
Southern New Hampshire College of Memes. School of Memes.
Oh God, it's late. We're gonna go. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Please continue to tune in the future. As we lead up to our heavily expected Toronto finals, which is going to be an amazing party. So hope to see as many of you out there who can come there.
Hope I can come there.
I hope I can come there.
Maybe no casters should go.
Yeah, there's no casters. It's just the teams on stage.
Nobody goes.
They just play. It's all silent. No
they
music.
Just play. You watch silently. The crowd is not allowed to talk.
No, if you bring in any sort of those like balloon clappy things, like you're immediately kicked out. Anyway, that's it for us. Thanks everyone. Good night.
See ya.
Ben, Sam, and Ken are on separate journeys to defeat the menacing Vile Dragon. But let's just say luck isn't on their side. If only there was a way for them to find each other and band together. Well, that's why there's Band. It's a mobile app that allows people to come together using common interests. With Band, you can find fellow gamers, chat, schedule gaming sessions, and conduct polls. Stage epic battles with friends while sharing videos and photos along the way. So try Band today. Band. Be together.